Please copy this. Yeah. So the question was, for which value of P does the pair of equation not have, for which value of P does the pair of equation have unique solution? First of all, these are the equations that are given. Now it has to have a unique solution. First of all, we'll write the values of A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. And for any pair of equation to have a unique solution, it has to be A1 upon A2 not equal to B1 upon B2. Just substitute the values. A1 is 4, A2 is 2, B1 is P, B2 is 2. In fact, you can say 2 ones and 2 twos are, that will cancel, this 2 will come over here. So it is basically 4, P not equal to 4. P not equal to 4. So we'll say for all values of P except 4, the given pair of equations will have unique solution. Will have unique solution. For all values of P except 4, the pair will have unique solution. Done with this? If you have done with this, please let me know. Then we'll start with equations reducible to pair of linear equations in two variables. Equations. Next, we are going to see equations reducible to pair of equations reducible to pair of linear equations in two variables. Have you all finished copying this? Please let me know. और थोड़ा जल्दी कर दो please. Let me know if you have got it. Okay. Yeah, you're there. Kihan, I'm repeating again. The question was, for which value of P will the equations have a unique solution? For which value of P the equations will have a unique solution? So we have written the equations and we have found out the values. A1 is 4, B1 is P, C1 is 8, A2 is 2, B2 is 2, C2 is also 2. That we have written. Then we had written in the previous listings when we had done right in the beginning, for a pair of equations to have unique solutions, A1 upon A2 should not be equal to B1 upon B2. That is, A1 upon A2 not equal to B1 upon B2. Now, what is A1? A1 is 4. What is B1? A2? 2. What is B1? P. What is B2? 2. So 4 upon 2 not equals to P upon 2. Keeping P on one side, bringing 2 this side, you'll have 4 into 2 upon 2 not equal to P. That is what we have written. P not equal to 4 into 2 upon 2. 2 cancels. P not equals to 4. So for all values of P other than 4, for all values of P, any value we can have except 4. For all values of P other than 4 or except 4, the given pair of equations will have a unique solution. Is that clear? Ihan, please let me know if it is clear, and if you have copied, then we'll proceed further. Okay. So now next we are going to look at equations reducible to a pair of linear equation in two variables. Equations reducible to a pair of linear equations in two variables. Equations reducible to a pair of linear equations. That means at the first look, when we look at it, at first glance, they are not linear equations. At first glance, they are not linear equations, but we will convert them to linear equations. For example, 2 upon x plus 3 upon y. 2 upon x equals to 13. Sorry, equals to 13. 2 upon x plus 3 upon y equals to 13. Now, by definition, this is not a linear equation. Why? Because the power of x is minus 1, the power of y is minus 1. So by default, they do not remain a linear equation because the power is minus 1. Okay. The second equation that is given is 5 upon x minus 5 upon x minus 4 upon y equals to minus 2 equals to minus. Again, you will see, since x and y are in the denominator, they cannot be called as linear equation. But we are going to convert this to linear equation. How? I'll explain. First, this time I'm going to do it in a little more detailed things. Later on, we'll be doing a little faster. So let's say this is the first equation. I can write that as 2 into 1 upon x plus 3 into 1 upon y equals to 13. And this I can write as 5 into 1 upon x plus, minus 4 into 1 upon y equals to minus 2 equals to minus 2. Okay. Now you'll say, sir, लेकिन ये तो ऐसे लिखा है, इसमें कुछ नहीं हुआ. Yes. Now I'm going to say, let 1 upon x equal to a and 1 upon y equals to b. Now it's not necessary a and b. You can take m, n, l, p, whatever, some other difference. So now the moment I take 1 upon x as a, so this will become 2 into bracket 1 upon x, which is a. Therefore, 2a plus 3 into 1 upon y. 1 upon y is b. 3b equals to 13. 5 into 1 upon x is 5a minus 4 into 1 upon y is b. 4b equals to minus 2. Equals to minus 2. Till here, are we clear? Okay. Now you'll see a and b both have power as 1. So now this has become a linear equation. And then we solve like the regular linear equations, either by substitution or by elimination or by cross multiplication. That doesn't matter. We can solve by any method. Okay. The method doesn't matter after this. Important is getting here. Till here, are we clear? Okay. Abdullah, I'll repeat it again for you a little faster. Please try and catch up first because we have to at least do 2 examples today. So we are given an example or an equation 2 upon x plus 3 upon y equals to 13 and 5 upon x minus 4 upon y equals to minus 2. Both these equations by definition are not linear equations. Both these definitions are not linear equations because the power of x and y is not 1, but actually it is minus 1. Both the powers are minus 1. Same thing over here. 5 upon x minus 4 upon y equals to minus 2. Again, this is not a linear equation because the power of x and y is minus 1. But what I'm saying is, now we can write these 2 equations like this: 2 into 1 upon x plus 3 into 1 upon y equals to 13 and 5 into 1 upon x minus 4 into 1 upon y equals to minus 2. What has happened is, now you're seeing in both these cases 1 upon x, 1 upon x, 1 upon y is common. Because this is common, I'm saying let 1 upon x equal to a and let 1 upon y equal to b. You can take p, you can take q, you can take l, m, whatever, that doesn't matter. Okay, I have taken a and b. You can take some other alphabets also. So the moment we take 1 upon x as a, this bracket becomes a, so this becomes 2a. This bracket becomes b, so this becomes 3b, 5a, 4b. So these are the new equations that we get, which are now linear equations. So let's call them equation 3 and 4. So now I have 2a plus 3b equals to 13. That is my third equation. And 5a minus 4b equals to minus 2. This is my fourth equation. After this, I am going to solve it using the regular methods, not graphically, because graphically will take time, but I can do by cross multiplication, I can do by substitution, I can do by elimination. All those methods I can use. Whichever method you want, we can use. Okay, so whichever method you use, let's see. This is 5, this is 2. I'm going to go by elimination. Going for elimination, I need to make it equal, but here it is possible. If I multiply this 3 by 4, it will become 12. And if I multiply this 4 by 3, this will also become 12. So I multiply this by 4 and multiply this by 3. So if I multiply by 4, the full equation, 4 into 2 becomes 8a plus 4 into 3 is 12b equals to 13 into 4, that is 52. Multiply by 3, 15a minus 12b minus 6. 15a minus 12b minus 6. Elimination, since the signs are opposite, I just have to add them. If I add them, 8a plus 15a is 23a. This will become 0. 52 minus 6. 52 minus 6 is 46. 23a equals to 46. A equals to 46 upon 23, which is equals to 2. Therefore, A equals to 2. Therefore, A equals to 2. By the regular method, we have found out A is equal to 2. Substitute in either equation 3 or 4, whichever one you want. So I'll substitute in equation 3. What is equation 3? 2a plus 3b equals to 13. 2a plus 3b equals to 13. Okay. If I substitute for 2, that is 2 into 2 plus 3b equals to 13. So 3b equals to 13 minus 4. 13 minus 4 is 9. 13 minus 4, which is equal to 9. So b equals to 9 upon 3. Therefore, b equals to 3. Therefore, b equals to. So now we have got the value of a and we have got the value of b, which is 2 and 3. But that is not the answer. Don't stop over here. That is not the answer, because the question was given to you in x and y. The question was given to you in x and y, and we have converted it to a and b. So we have to find again the value of x and y. We have to find the value of x and y. We have to find the value of x and y. So we are going to say re-substitute for x, re-substitute for a equals to 1 upon x and b equals to 1 upon y. Okay, so when we re-substitute, what do we get? A equals to 2 equals to 1 upon x. A equals to 2 equals to 1 upon x. Now this 2 can also be written as 2 upon 1. So therefore, x equals to 1 upon 2. X equals to 1 upon 2 by invertendo. When we are taking this, we bring x over here, it will come in the numerator. We bring 2 over here, it's going to give me in the denominator. So x equals to 1 upon 2. B equals to 3 equals to 1 upon y. Therefore, 3 upon 1 equals to 1 upon y. Y equals to 1 upon 3. This is your final answer. X comma y equals to 1 upon 2 comma 1 upon 3, and not a equals to 2 and b equals to 3. Don't leave it as at a equals to 2 and b equals to 3. Actually, it is a and b. We did it for our convenience. A and B, we did it for our convenience. Actually, we have to find the value of X and Y, which we have found out by substituting. Okay, so this is how we reduce the equations or convert the equation from non-linear to linear and then solve them. We first convert it to linear and then solve it. Are we clear till here? Please copy this. Abdullah, you have been on and off. Please copy it fast. We're going to look at one more example at least. Okay, because this is important. This will come, this kind of sums will come in your section C and D. So the marks you can understand when I say C and D will be minimum 3. It can also go to 4. So these are going to be important because this becomes lengthier. पहले वो है, फिर उसको कन्वर्ट करके आपने ये इक्वेशन बनाया, इसको सॉल्व किया, ए और बी ढूंढा, फिर उसको वापस से रीसब्स्टिट्यूट किया, फिर एक्स और वाई ढूंढा है. सो बिकॉज इट इज लेंदी, इट इज गोइंग टू कम फॉर मिनिमम 3 मार्क्स. सेक्शन सी में आएगा ये, उससे कम नहीं. Okay, so please copy this. Once you have copied, please let me know, all of you. We are going to look at few more examples. Then we are going to look at some word problems. Maybe not today. We'll finish this chapter maybe tomorrow. Doesn't matter. Okay. Important is getting it right. Once you all get this, then we are going to proceed further. Because this is one of the easiest chapters for you all to score marks. Okay. This is one of the easier chapters. थोड़ा सा कभी-कभी lengthy हो जाता है, but there is no complications or no tough things that you have to remember or apply over here. You just have to follow the basic steps over here. And if you can do that, this is one of the easier chapters. Let me know if you have finished. जिसका जिसका हो जाए मुझे बताना, then we'll proceed further. Connection problems because of the rains and winds. Okay, so let's proceed now. We'll look at least एक और example कर लेते, then we will see tomorrow. आज थोड़ा सा जल्दी ही खत्म कर देंगे, don't worry. Okay. Solve the following pair of equations by reducing them to a pair of linear equations. What is it that we have to solve? Let's see that. Five upon x minus 1 plus y upon plus 1 upon 5 upon x minus 1 plus 1 upon y minus 2, 1 upon y minus 2 equals to 2, and 6 upon x minus 1, 6 upon x minus 1 plus, minus 3 upon y minus 2, 3 upon y minus 2 equals to 1. Okay. Now here we will not take 1 upon x as a, but we'll see x minus 1 is common, y minus 2 is common. So we are going to take 1 upon x minus 1 as a and 1 upon y minus 2 as b, or p and q, or m and n, whatever. Okay, p, q, m, n, whatever you want. So we'll say let 1 upon x minus 1 equals to m and 1 upon y minus 2 equals to n. So 5m plus n equals to 2 That is your third equation. And 6m minus 3n equals to 1. This is your fourth equation. Okay, so you get equations 3 and 4 from here. 3 से इसको multiply कर लो, so you will get this. So you will say multiply equation 3 by 3. So 15m plus 3n equals to 6. 6m minus 3n equals to 1. Add them. 15 plus 6 is 21m equals to 7. Therefore, m equals to 7 upon 21, which is equal to 1 upon 3. M equals to 1 upon 3. You get m equals to 1 upon 3. Okay. Then substitute in equation whatever 4. Substitute in equation 4. So what will I get? 6 into 1 upon 3 minus 3n equals to 1. 3 1s are 3 2s are. Okay. So 2 minus 3n equals to 1. 2 minus 3n equals to 1. So shift this 1 this side and this minus 3n this side. So you will have 2 minus 1 equals to 3n. 2 minus 1 is 1. Bring this 3 this side. 1 upon 3 equals to n. You've got the value of n also. N is 1 upon 3 and m is also 1 upon 3. Both of them has come as 1 upon 3. Both of them are like 1 upon 3. But we are not interested in n and m. So what do we say? We say re-substitute for m equals to 1 upon x minus 1 and n equals to 1 upon y minus 2. So here you have m equals to 1 upon x minus 1 equals to 1 upon 3. Therefore, x minus 1 equals to 3. Therefore, x minus 1 equals to 3. Therefore, x equals to 3 plus 1, that is 4. X equals to 4. Therefore, x equals to 4. Then for y we have n equals to 1 upon y minus 2, which is also equals to 1 upon 3. Therefore, by reverse this thing, by taking the reciprocals, we will get y minus 2 equals to 3. Shift this minus to this side. Y equals to 3 plus 2. Therefore, y equals to 5. Therefore, y equals to 5. So, x comma y is 4 comma 5. 4 comma 5. That is how we are going to solve this. Okay. X comma y is 4 comma 5. Please copy this. Those of you who have missed out, I'll be sending you the video. You can copy from that. Tomorrow we are going to look at another word problem. I'm winding up now.